Last month's tragic Air India crash has reignited a decades-long debate in the aviation world. Should video cameras be added to cockpits to support traditional voice and flight data recorders? Speaking from Singapore, Willie Walsh, head of the International Air Transport Association and a former pilot himself, strongly backed the idea. He argued that cockpit cameras could offer critical context that voice and data recordings sometimes miss, especially in complex or unclear situations. His comments came after India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau raised the possibility that a pilot might have mistakenly cut off fuel to the engines shortly after takeoff, a move that left the aircraft beyond recovery. The crash in Ahmedabad claimed 241 of the 242 people on board, along with 19 lives on the ground. Walsh pointed out that even limited information suggests video footage could have shed more light, particularly regarding pilot intent or mental state. Supporters of cockpit video argue that it bridges investigative gaps left by audio and data. A powerful example. In Australia last year, crash investigators credited onboard video for revealing that a helicopter pilot was distracted by his phone and food before a fatal mid-air breakup. In fact, calls for cockpit cameras go back at least to 2000, when US NTSB Chairman Jim Hall pushed for mandatory video following the Egypt Air Flight 990 crash, which investigators concluded was deliberately caused by a pilot. Still, not everyone agrees. Pilots' unions, including the Airline Pilots Association and Allied Pilots Association, warn that video could be misused, potentially violating privacy, fueling disciplinary actions, or leaking footage to the public. Critics argue the current black box systems are already sufficient for investigations. Aviation safety expert John Nance believes safety outweighs privacy concerns. But others, like John Cox, a former pilot and union safety chairman, stress that unless airtight global confidentiality can be guaranteed, pilot trust may be impossible to secure. The International Federation of Airline Pilots Associations remains skeptical, saying the risk of leaked, identifiable footage is too high in today's media landscape. As investigators continue to piece together the events of Air India Flight 171, the debate over cockpit video recorders gains urgency once again, balancing the promise of clearer answers against real concerns over privacy and misuse.